our second video for the Staad Pro, uh, and we will discuss about the geometry formations, how we make our geometry. Because up to the last video, we have covered the grid formation, then some things about add beams and add plates and insert node, and these some things of operations are being left. So we will cover this these operations in this video. So now we create a model by structural chart. That how we create our model by a structural chart we will see. Then click on structural wizard. In this window you can see there are model tabs like truss models. In truss models you can see Pratt truss, Warren truss, Howe truss, lattice truss, Howe truss, north light, and some frame models are available, bay frame, grid frame, and so on. And these are 7 to 8 types of models that are present in our structure by default, because we don't have to need make this structure by own. These are easily available in this structure wizard and we can use it. So we have to go first, click on file, and we have to select our unit, select unit, and now we take the SI unit, click on meter, and then OK. So the meters unit is suitable for our structure. Now I create a frame model in which you can see there are many types of models of the frame like bay frame. So you can double click on it and you can see the length, height and width and the corresponding number of bays along the height and along the length, along the height and along the width. Number of bays means how many parts we will did in the length and in the height and in the width. Like the length is 12 meter and we take the number of bays along length is equal to 4. It means it will create 4 parts of the 12-meter length. Means the each bay length is equal to 12 by 4, that is equal to 3 meter. And you can see it also by click on these three notations in which you can see bay number 1, 2, 3, 4 each have the 3-meter dimension. Same for the 15 meter, the height number of bays along the height is 5, so it will be 3 meters for each bay. So number of bays it equal to also 3. And along the width this is 12, like we take is 16 now, and this is at 8. So you can double click on it. So there are 8 number of bays along the width of 16 meter. So each part have 2 meter difference. Number of bays equal to 2 meter length, and all these number of 8 bays are equal to 2 meter length. So in this way you can change your length and number of bays and create your model. So for the advanced I will show you that we can change our length also here, because these are by default 3 meters all. If you want to change the 12-meter part in 4 bays, in this way we take it 4 and we take it 2. So this is also summation 4 to 6, 6, 3, 9, 9, 3, 12. So this is also 12-meter summation of these. Then we can click on and you can click on apply. So then you can see along the length, zoom it along the length, you can see number of bays are different. Along the x-axis we have the length, this is equal to 4 meter, this is equal to 2 meter, this is equal to 3 meter, and this is equal to 3. And along the width in the z direction you can see these are 2 meter spacing and number of bays equal to 8 as we have taken. And along the height you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bays means 5 segment of the height of 3 meter each. So by click on, now zoom in, by click on cross, you can take this structure in our main wall window. So click on cross and then click on yes, and it asks to us that at where and at which node we want to establish our structure. Like we establish this 0 comma 0 comma 0. So give this ordinate and click on OK. So it will give our structure at the origin. So we want to change our view by right click on the mouse and give some rotation. You can click and you can rotate your structure easily, and some other ways by which you can change your view. As the introductory video I was tell you about this view tab. So click on isometric view. This will be isometric view. Click on top view. This is our top view. This is our bottom view. Side view, front view, right side view, and this is our back view. So I click on isometric view. So this is our structure that we have formed. By double click on any structure, any element, you can see these properties like geometry property and loading, how much loading we have applied. So this beam is of 4 meter length and number is 17, and this is created by node 26 and 27. So there are two nodes at the end of the beam, so in which one node number have 26 and one node number have 27. And the property, because we didn't assign any property, any cross section area in this direction, and any length we didn't give, so this is and non assigned. And a means not assigned, and we didn't assign any loading also. So in this way we can create our model by click on structure wizard. By double click on, we have to select units and click on meter and then OK. We can take structural wizard also, and truss models, solid surface plates, anything which we want. So now I click on that and we go further for it. Click on delete, click on OK. Huh. When you click on delete and press yes, in the first tab, when we click on the yes, it will delete all the beams, but nodes are not deleted from that. So it will ask again to us that deleting beam has left some nodes. So if you want to click that nodes also, if you want to delete that nodes also, then you have to click on yes. Then these nodes are also deleted. If you click on no, then the nodes are also stay here. So there is structure is empty. So now we go further. You can see there are 6 types of operations like translational repeat. So I tell you how we will use it. So first I create a geometry, simple geometry by 000, by 200, by 200 in z direction, and 2 and 2 in x and z direction. So this is our structure. In which view? It is in isometric view. So we can choose our view as top view. Now we have to add these beams also. So as we saw, as I told you in last lecture, how to add this beam. So click on add beam, and by clicking on node to node, we can connect these nodes by a beam. So this is our structure. Simple frame that we have made. There are 4 number of beams, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will tell you how to use these type of operations. So first we use the translation repeat. So first I choose our view as isometric view. Now we click on transitional view. So this is the structure in which we can upgrade, means we can make our floors up down in which this way. Like I have made this type of floor. Only this is a one floor. Now I want to upgrade and repeat in y direction, means in the upper direction at the spacing of 5 meter. Like that we have seen in structural chart, we give the 5 times 15-meter height at the 5 meter, no, at the 5 segments. So each floor height is 3 meter. So in this way we can use it also here. So first we select this all geometry and click on translational repeat. Now I want to translate, means in the upper direction I want to copy and paste. You can think it also. I want to paste this same structure in any direction, like y direction, x direction, z direction, in any direction. So I want to paste it in y direction. And number of steps in like 3. So at the 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. Because default steps spacing is 5, you can change it like 3. So by 3 is 3 meter, 3 meter, 3 meter. So at the 3 meter, first this step will made. At another 3 meter, it will also paste, and at another 3 meter, it will be paste also there. And we have to choose our global direction. So in which direction we have to use in y direction. Now we can see this type of structure, generation flags, in which it asks to that we want to copy paste all the geometry and geometry all and property only. In all, we can paste the geometry as well as the property that we will assign. And it is the link steps. It means the nodes are connecting as per the paste process. If we click on it and click on OK, then these are links are also formed. And number of steps, one, second is this, and third is this at the 3 meter height that we have made. Now we see other types of also, like I want to copy paste in, I want to repeat, means copy paste in the x direction, means in this direction. Number of steps like 5 we can take, and it are 3. And if you want to link them, then it is not issue. So I will take it, these things also, and click on OK. So it will create this type of structure in this way. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the spacing of 5 meter. This same structure will be copy paste at the 5 meter spacing, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 these same structure will be paste. So and this way we can create our model by this translation tool. Like, and we will some more have to do some practice. So we can select this all. So this beam is left. If you want to select this all geometry, then click on Control A. This all geometry will be selected also by default in sort key method. Now we repeat it in Z direction, means outward, at the spacing of 5s, and we give the steps of 3. In which direction? Global Z. And we want, if you want to click link steps, then click on it, and let's see the difference. Then you can see this is our structure, and the links are also available in between that. One way, second way, and then third. So these are our 3 steps that we have used in that direction, and these are our link base. So in this way we can use our this translation repeat tool. Now I delete the maximum of things because we have to discuss other things also in it. I tell you something about this course, that this fully course is not available on the YouTube, and for to learn this course that I will give, you have to purchase it from the other platform also. So it will be free from my side, So I will give you the whole the things that you have to use and that you have need to in your geometry create any model. So it will not available on any site as free because everyone will purchase it from his side, but I will give it to you free because and I am pass out from the IIT Delhi Institute in structural engineering also. So I have the best knowledge of it as you will be see. So now we go further. Let's delete these rooms also. So isometric view we click. Now we go to the other operations, other tools that are available in the geometry tab. Here you can see second one is mirror. So mirror means we will copy it by apply the mirror. Plane of mirror you can see it's our copy, it's our start means it's our original point, original structure that we want to copy it with respect to this plane of reference of mirror at the distance is this. So I explain you how we did it. So first we select this all the structure because we want to copy it in. I change our view so it will be clear to you. Okay. So we want to copy it in z direction means at this plane we put the mirror and copy it in other direction so it will be copied at the here with same reference. So we have to done that. First it will ask what is the mirror plane, in which direction we put your plane. So what is the plane? As you can think, there are three number of planes: xy, xz, yz. So what is the plane? Plane is in x direction and in y direction in the upper side because you can see by the right view as well. What is this plane? Y and x in the outer direction because this will be copied in the right direction, right side of this plane. So we have to use xy plane because the xy plane will be put here and it will be copied in the right side of this beam, right side of this plane. So we take xz plane, no xy plane because y in other direction and x is outside direction. So we have to use xy plane. Now it will ask from which node means at which node we want to put our mirror plane. So click on this. The cursor will be there. You can see the node cursor is available. So we want to put our plane at this level means in this plane. So we have to select any one of node at this plane. Click on this. Now you can see the node on the plane. It will give already 5 meter height in the Z that will be so. Now, if you want to copy it, then you can copy. If you want to move, means it will be eliminated from here and copy in this side. So you can use the move. So now I will copy it and click on OK. So as you can see, this whole structure is copied here in the right side because the plane mirror plane is in this plane, was in this plane. So we can change our view and see this. The same structure will be copied here. This whole same structure will copy in this side. Okay, so now I press Ctrl Z. We go further. So this is our mirror operation tool. Now I will teach you how we use the circular repeat. So click on this. Now we select. We want to copy this full thing, this full structure. So it will ask you the axis of rotation. By which axis you want to rotate this. So by y axis means vertical direction about. about the vertical direction, we want to copy this whole structure, and it will ask you the total angle and number of steps. It is same as we studied as a translational repeat operation. Number of steps of which angle means if we take 360 degree here and put number of steps is 4, it means it will give at 90 degree this same structure in coefficient. So I will take it 4 and 360 also by default. Here it also it will ask to where we put the y-axis means axis of rotation. So click on this node cursor and like give this node as this. And then if you want to link means all the nodes that you can see excluding this node, these all nodes are linked after the copy. These all nodes are linked, ये सारे जो nodes हैं एक beam से link हो जाएंगे after the copy. So click on OK. So you can see because we give the number of steps is 4 and 90 degree, so I will change our view isometric view and view the top. So you can see this is our at the 90 degree, and this is our at the 90 degree, and this is our at the 90 degree, and this is our at the 90 degree. How many number of steps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can check it as this way. So I think you will understand how we use this rotational circular repeat operation. This is our slab and wall collection, so it will be discussed later. And generate, rotate, it will be also discussed later, and put units. This is also later. These are three types of operation that we can use for create our geometry. So now I delete this, click on delete. So it will ask first. It will ask that I told you 148 beams are there. If you want to delete it, only beams, not nodes. So click on OK. And then further it will ask if you want to delete the nodes also. Then click on yes. If you don't want, then you can see nodes are also available here. So I change the view because I use it. That how we create the beams by this operation connect beams. So like I have to select the nodes. So we have to use node cursor because by default there is beam cursor available. But we want to select nodes, so we have to use the node cursor. So I select this type of nodes, all the nodes, and then I go to the geometry. Here you can see this is the beam tab. So these all the operations will create a beam. So I create beams by this way, connect beams operation. So click on it. It will ask the axis in which axis you want to create your beams, in x axis, y axis, and in z axis. So I want to connect beams in x axis. So it will create 56 number of beams in x axis. So these are our beams created in x axis. These are 53 numbers. And if you want to create the beams along the y axis, then click on y axis. It will create this thing also. So y beams in the y direction beam are also generated. And if you want to click on link in z direction, then it will also create a beams in z direction. So you can see the structure will can also be formed by this way. So if you want to see this 3D rendering view of this structure, so you have to click on right on your main window, and there is the option of 3D rendering. So click on it. This is your 3D rendering view of our structure. It's only a line diagram because we didn't assign any property to any beam and any column. So in this way, you can use this operation. It is your merged selected beams if two beams are different like this beam. and this beam. So you can see only one beam is selected, but you want to select two beams, so you have to press on control and select another beams by click on the beams also. So I click on two beams also. First is one and second is this. And I want to join these two beams because there is a node, so it will be divided in these two parts. So I want to join these two beams in a single beam. So you have to select these beams and click on merged selected beams. So click on this. It will ask these two beams are available 55 and 56. So we want to merge it. So click on merge and click on yes. So now you can see by click on this beam. This is a single unit of beam. So by this way you can join any beam by this operation. Now we go further. This is our renumber beam. If we want to give the number in default manner, so we can click on renumber beam. It is our intersecting beams. So by this way, it can we can divide it also. Like this beam we have attached. So now we can divide it also by this operation. Click on this and intersect selected beams. At least two members must be selected before the option can be. So we have to use two beams. So you can click on two beams and use this operation also. So as you can see by click on this beam and use the highlighted intersection beam, it will be the tolerance, so we can take it by default. So you can see these beams are also divided in three ways. So now we go further. Break beams. If you want to break it, then select it also. Click on this because there is no node has been selected, so we have to select any node also. So we have to use the node cursor and select this node. Now go to the geometry again and click on break beam. Click on OK. So here you can see there are two beams are available, but the cursor is not. So you have to press escape to come into beam cursor by default. So this is two beams are break again by this operation. So in this way you can use these operations also. If you want to give any plate like a slab, so you have to use the add plate operation. So click on add plate. So you have to select four number of nodes to give the plate. First node is this, second node is this, third node is this, and fourth node is this. So here is the plate, but you can't see. So click on escape and go to the 3D random view by right click on your window. So you can see there is your plate is assigned here. So now we go further. You can see add plates have some number like triangular plate if you want to give. So by click on triangular plate, you have to select only three nodes, 1, 2 and 3. So here you can see one plate by clicking on right view and 3D render. So this is your triangular plate is also assigned here. By escape button come out from the command. If you want to generate a mesh means they are the lot of numbers of the plates by a cutting, any cutting segments. So I will show you, then you will understand. So first you have to click generate mesh and create mesh also. Again create mesh. Select any nodes. You can select more than 4 nodes also, but minimum 3 like these, and you can select this is also, this node also, this node also, this node also. But you have to go always your first node after the selected or the needed nodes. So we have to go our first node also at the end. So we go here. So you can see our boundary and also, and then click on OK. So it is a invalid. So we have to do assign reset and click on cancel. We go again. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then seventh. Then it is OK. Click on OK. You can say you can see there is the lot of number of plates are available because there are a lot of nodes are generated. If you want to see, so click on 3D rendering view and you can see this is our plate. The number of plates are available one, 2, 3, 4 in the segment, the small segment of the plates. So by click on cross, you can cross, and if you want to delete this plate, so you have to select it. But the by default is game cursor is available, so you have to use the plate cursor to select our plates. So go to the select and click on plate cursor and then select these plates in this way. You can see these are the some plates are remaining, so you have to use in this way, then how all the plates will be selected, and then click on delete, click on yes. The plates are going to be deleted, but in these things also you can see it will ask to delete these nodes that are present in this geometry. If you want to delete, then click on yes, these nodes are also deleted. But at the corners, because there is the beam, so you can't delete these nodes also. But you can join this by the break join merge the selector beams operation that we have seen in the last 5 minutes. Now, as I covered the all the things of according to the geometry, that how we create our geometry by these tools. These all the tools are discussed in this video. So thank